This is Matthew 24 and 12. And it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone, who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shot there from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. Once again, this is Matthew 24 and 12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." And this precept was inspired by this article that I came across on the New York Post. And it's entitled, "Teen Methodically Shot Four Family Members Dead Over 5 Hours." Right? It says, a Utah teenager methodically murdered his mom and three siblings, only getting stopped when his dad wrestled away the gun when he tried to kill him too, according to prosecutors who revealed disturbing new details this week about the 5-hour bloodbath. Colin C.J. Haney, 16, is being charged as an adult for the murders of his mother, brother, and two sisters at their home in the small town of Grantsville, west of Salt Lake City. This is something that methodically happened over a 5-hour period. Toole County Attorney Scott Broadhead said at a news conference Wednesday. This wasn't a one moment snap, he stressed, saying the boy confirmed the killings last Friday before he stopped talking to investigators. "We all have the same question, why?" Broadhead said. "Each family member was shot shortly after entering the home Friday," Broadhead said. Mom Consuelo Alejandra Hain, 52, was first to be killed alongside 12-year-old daughter Milan before 15-year-old Alexis was shot as she returned home about an hour later. The suspect's 14-year-old brother Matthew was killed by a single gunshot to the head when he came home early evening, prosecutors said. Oof. It says Dad Colin Haney, 50, was the last to come home and managed to wrestle a handgun from his son after getting shot in the leg, prosecutors said in the court documents. There was also a fifth child seemingly not involved in the killing spree, according to an obituary for Alejandra Haney and the children. C.J. Haney was charged with 4 counts of aggravated murder, 1 count of attempted aggravated murder, and 5 counts of felony discharge of a firearm. The teenager is scheduled to make his initial court appearance Monday. Woo, that's brutal. That is super brutal, man. But hey, once again, this is Matthew 24 and 12. "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Now, as for the time being, only God knows what happened that he put the spirit on that boy to take his family out. But when you live here in Babylon the Snake, when you live in a society that tells you YOLO, do as thou will, anything that's involved in hedonistic pleasure, okay, what do you expect to happen? What do you expect to happen when you give everybody so-called rights, but then you don't want to give them consequences either? All right, they feel that they can just do what they want to do. All right, and this this child, this teenager, whatever happened in his life, whatever happened in his personal family life, I don't know what it is, but this is not something that just started this day or 2 days ago or 3 days ago, however long this incident took place. All right. This is something that's been manifesting for quite some time. Nobody just wakes up and say, you know what? Today would be a good day to just chill in the house and wait to kill my family. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna kill my family today. No, it's always something. As they say in the movies, there's always a motive, there's always a story, there's always a backdrop. There's always something that many people overlooked. And because they overlooked it, now you have a result like this where you have a teenage boy that just wiped out his whole family and was damn about to wipe out his father too, the only survivor. Hey, and that's why it says in is it First Timothy or Second Timothy? Let me do First Timothy. It's Second Timothy there. Yep, Second Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And aren't we living in perilous times? You got to ask yourself, what kind of society do we live in where when you have a family, you're not even safe from your children? You're not even safe from your own children. Only in America does a child so called have the right to call the police on you, call DCFS on you, and make a complaint that you're a bad child, you're a bad parent, that you're doing wrong. Okay? Only in America a child can tell a parent, I want to become a woman. Or if you were born a girl, I want to become a man, and you have to respect that. I want a surgery, you have to respect that. This is a perilous time in Babylon estate. Not only physically, but morally. And the scripture is going to continue. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, un listen, let's get some of these words. Second Timothy. Let's get some of these words. It says disobedient.
Strong's G 545. Apithes. Apithes.
Apithes. Impersuasible, not compliant, disobedient, contumacious. I'm gonna have to look that word up. It says unpersuadable, contumacious, disobedient. Okay, hold on for one moment there, audience. I'm gonna go get the dictionary so I can get this word contumacious up. I'm gonna put this on pause and I'll be right back. All right, audience, brothers and sisters, I'm back. So I looked up that word contumacious, and it says contemptuous of authority, willfully disobedient, rebellious, willfully disobedient to the summons of orders of a court. Synonyms: disobedient, insubordinate, obstinate, perverse, rebellious, stubborn. Swoo, my goodness. So it's saying that impersuadable, not compliant, disobedient, contumacious, willfully disobedient, and rebellious. So it says when they are disobedient, they are willfully rebellious and stubborn. So this child, trust me, as I said before, these issues just didn't stem up. Okay, this is something that's been going on for years. So this child was willfully disobedient and rebellious. It says, let's get the next one. unthankful.
Strong's G 884. Acharistos. Acharistos.
Acharistas, ungracious, unpleasing, unthankful, thankless, ungrateful. That means he's never thankful. He can never be pleased or satisfied. And it says unholy. Let's get that.
Strong's G 462. Anasios. Anasios.
Unholy, impious, just wicked. Wow. So when we go back to that second verse, let's read that again. Now, since we have a better understanding of it, it says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, willingly disobedient and rebellious, unable to be pleased, and wicked." It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And this is the key point I wanted to get in here: without natural affection. Let's
Strong's G 794. Astargas. Astargas.
Astargas. It says without natural affection, unsociable, inhuman, unloving. So that means you lack any type of you lack the ability to love. I don't know how, I don't know if this will make sense, but in a sense, this is the best way I know how to describe it. Don't you know when you make a robot and you make it with certain characteristics, and the way you put that robot together, that's how it would act? It's the same way for this child. The way he was made, he was literally made lacking the ability to love. It says, when you look in the Strong's definition, hard-hearted towards kindred, his own kins, his family, without natural affection. So we go back to that, and it says, let's read this whole thing from 2 to 3. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, willingly rebellious, and disobedient to parents, lacking any type of thanks, wicked, and lacking the ability to love. And that's what you have here in this story with this team. And unfortunately, this is something that is sweeping across Babylon the snake. All right, every time you turn on the news, every time you turn on World Star, there's a situation going on where a child has shot a parent, or a child has strangled or burnt up their sibling, or beat one of the his siblings that's like a young infant to death. All right, these stories are starting to, I can't even say they're even starting. These things are grossly in abundance now, because the moral fiber of this country has just gone to such a low level that this is, it's no turning back. What does the scripture say? And I'm gonna finish on this one. I think this is in Isaiah or Jeremiah. Yeah, yeah. Babylon, Jeremiah 51:8. It says, Babylon is subtly fallen and destroyed. Now, this is talking about the ultimate destruction, but the scripture is manifold because you have to remember Babylon is now destroyed morally. Okay, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Okay, there is no cure to the moral decay of America. It's a gross infectious cancer that has rapidly spread across this country, and it has completely saturated the mind and the spirit of many people in this country to the point where there is no healing. There's no healing for this place. There's nothing that can be done. The only cure for this place is to just be destroyed. This is what you have when you have a country where the wicked are in control and they let you do anything that you want to do. You get stories like this, story after story after story after story. You know, but this is what we have now. This went a little longer than what I expected, but nonetheless, I hope you all were edified. Once again, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. With that, we're going to say shalom.